Hey everybody, how are you? Hope you're doing well. So do me a favor, before we get started, hit this like button. If you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button and notification bell next to it so that you won't miss an episode. So today we're going to talk about Bitcoin and what Bitcoin is doing. So Bitcoin has soared. It soared over 41,000. So last year it was at 15,500. It has reached as high as 69,000 in year 2021. But so far, last year was 15,500 and it has soared to over 41,000. So Bitcoin has gained more than 50% in less than 2 months. And this is because more people are getting in because of the word about it becoming an ETF, and also because of expectations of the interest rates being cut. So more people are getting in. The price is soaring. As far as the ETF goes, the SEC, they do have a deadline, which will be January 10th. So we will all know relatively soon whether or not it will be an ETF. And then once it becomes the ETF, it will be more mainstream, where people can just go to Fidelity, for example, and start buying Bitcoin. So what some people are doing is buying up as much Bitcoin as they can before you get the idea to buy Bitcoin. So just to give you an example of what it's doing, say you're one of the people that just has your toes in the water as far as Bitcoin goes. All right, there's some people that they just have their toes in the water. Other people are like mid-range, like some people have like $40,000 of Bitcoin. And then some people are like extremely bullish on it. So you have these different ranges of where people are. So I'm just going to give you an example of a person who has their toes in the water with Bitcoin. All right. Say you have $5 in Bitcoin because you know it's a speculative asset and you just want to test it out. All right. So say you have your toes in the water kind of person. $5 worth of Bitcoin. So what you would have seen in a year is 3.5x. So your $5 would have turned into $17.50 by doing absolutely nothing. All right, this is a speculative asset, so we're going to keep speculating. So let's speculate that this goes up by 3.5 every year, just like it did last year. So this is speculative, right? Okay, 17.5. Let's multiply this by 3.5. Year one, year two, year three, year four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 9 years of a $5 investment. So let's keep going, shall we? This is year 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 years. $5 doing absolutely nothing. 15 years. This is Bitcoin. Of course, What I just did is speculative. This is a speculative asset. But just to broaden your mind of the possibilities and what is going on behind the scenes with Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin is just one of the cryptocurrencies. Some people really get off into these cryptocurrencies, doing Ethereum, Solana. There's like a whole range of cryptos, right? So thus far, it is soaring because people see an ETF on the horizon. Also, they see a cut in interest rates on the horizon. And they want to hurry up and grab as much as they can before you get the idea of buying some and before they turn into ETFs. Right? So, what I demonstrated to you was a $5 investment for people over here just dipping their toes in the water. Some people threw in 40,000. They have $40,000 of their money in Bitcoin. So they quickly saw that go to 70,000 by doing absolutely nothing. So that is what Bitcoin is doing. Keep in mind, this is not financial advice, just for educational and informational purposes only. And then you know that diversification, right? So no one puts all their eggs in one basket. So you got the stock market, you got real estate, you have your business, you have your crypto, and gold and silver. All right. And what else can you think of? Can you think of anything else? So diversification is the key, right? So this is what's going on as far as Bitcoin is concerned. As far as the stock market, Uber has just joined the S&P 500. They are a $116 billion company with a B. They were the largest U.S. company ranked by market capitalization that wasn't in the S&P prior. So they brought Uber into the S&P 500, and now Uber is a part of the S&P 500. All right. So that is what is going on. If you saw anything interesting going on that I did not mention and you would like to add it, feel free to add it into the comments and share it with the people that are watching. All right. So do me a favor. I need for you to hit this like button. If you're not a subscriber, I need for you to hit the subscribe button and notification bell next to it so that you will not miss an episode. Also, leave a comment and let me know your thoughts. Now, as far as Bitcoin goes, you know it's a speculative asset. So you don't put in any money that you're not willing to lose. There's nothing preventing it from going to zero. You know, it's still speculative, even if it becomes the ETF. So you only put in what you're willing to lose. Now, some people are willing to take more risks than others. And sometimes more risks means more rewards, right? So people put in a whole bunch of money. It grew. They knew when to take profit. They took profit. But the people that didn't know when to take profit, when it went back down, they lost. So knowing when to take profit, that's kind of important too for a speculative asset, right? So we will be hearing word in January, around January 10th. Be looking out for that ETF. Right? That will make it more mainstream and that will make people feel more comfortable with getting in on it. When more people are in on it, that means it will rise even higher. The more it rises, the more money you make. All right. So again, before you leave, hit this like button. If you're not a subscriber, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button and notification bell next to it so that you won't miss an episode. Also, leave a comment and let me know your thoughts. All right. Thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your night.